Welcome to Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego, California, home to the Aztecs of San Diego State. Being in San Diego is never a bad thing, and it's even better when you have a matchup like this one. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Dukes will kick it away to start us off. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone.
We'll take over 1st and
10. On 1st down, here comes this offense. The inside handoff. Shakes off the tackle. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. The Aztecs want to move quickly. Looking for space. It's Sutton. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Aztecs getting set on 1st and 10. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Quick tempo here for the offense. Here's the give off the left side. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Wide receiver shows motion. Bully ball on 3rd and short. The Aztecs get it past the sticks.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback on the keeper. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Rifles it down the middle. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Quarterback checking the play. Run in the red zone. It's Sutton. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Aztecs headed quickly to the line. Powers forward. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, San Diego State.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Will take over. First and 10.
A first down for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Fires to the right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
What a tremendous job in coverage by that DB. He just stayed in the receiver's hip pocket, then able to locate the football and swat it away.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Aztecs! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
How about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Number 49. Set to kick it off.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game,
When he breaks into the open. He's at the 40. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. And the Dukes in the hurry-up. They're going to ride this running back. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. The Dukes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Give to the running back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dukes. The AT unit on the field.
In the end zone.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting him.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Floating away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Oh, what a move! Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, there really ain't nothing to do.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Couldn't get anything done on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage. And when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the 1st time.
He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Running to the left. At the 35, he's open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give. Running with power. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Got enough space. Touchdown, James Madison. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Got his man quickly. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right down the middle. Working that left side. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Coming after him. They get to him as he throws. And the pass hits, picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Pocket starts to collapse. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Aztecs will kick it off to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Keeps the play going. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
They're trying to get to him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Put you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, we got to stop the run.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Leaves it with the back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun to give, looking for room. Nifty little dance step. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down and run. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
The quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target. They're just not on the same page.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Here's the handoff. Shakes off the defender. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And that is so demoralizing for a defense. You played so well on first and second down, and then you have a breakdown on third. This defense has got to be better the next time they're faced in that situation.
Trying to slam in. Touchdown, San Diego State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by 11 over UAB. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your...
And he intercepts it.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Offense set on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Complete downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got the...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Aztecs moving quickly to the line. On the ground, it's Sutton. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, San Diego State 21, James Madison 14.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
14.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When linebackers blitz, not only do they have to be able to beat offensive linemen, but they're going to have to beat running backs and tight ends. You've got to have moves in your repertoire, and that linebacker showed that there.
Dropping back, it's Barnett. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Here they come, trying to convert a third and short from the 28. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. And the Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Dukes are in the hurry-up. Dialing up a second down pass play. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Grab near the marker. It's Knight. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Dukes look to keep this drive humming.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know,
fires toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. With the catch, it's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Baldwin. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Snap in the shotgun. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to the air one more time. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dukes. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Working the middle, it's complete. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. The Aztecs want to pick up the tempo. Off play action on first down. A strike downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. And the Aztecs inside the final minute trying to hang on to this lead and the ball. The give from the gun. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. To the air on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quickly complete. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will stay out there to go for it on fourth down again. They're 3 for 4 so far in this one. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
What a great stop in a big moment for this defense. Nice job getting the stop. Now listen, the ball goes back to the offense, and this has a chance now to be a great finish. That was a clutch stand.
He wants to take the top off. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Takes it the other way. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the